it's okay to feel like giving up from time to time. Things are going to get hard, and usually they get hard and really, really hard before you even begin. I have documented my journey from the very beginning on this channel, and a few years ago I did a video about how I almost gave up, how I almost quit. And this is on the time when Audio Jungle was going through some transformations or some changes, and sales were decreasing a lot. I have documented that as well. I've done a video about it. And I think that video got into the Audio Jungle forum as well. Somebody shared it or something. Uh, my point is that I have had my fair bit of difficulties along the way. One of my very first videos was about how I earn a full income selling music on Audio Jungle, like many other authors. And then we experience some kind of like downturn because of the whole evolution of this marketplace when it comes down to the introduction of Envato elements and other things that have affected the marketplace, and we as authors have been affected by that. And I just want to share very quickly on this video that you are going to feel like giving up. It is going to be hard. It is going to be difficult from time to time. But if this is something that really means a lot to you, if your music is really important and you really want to have it out there and you really want to participate in this marketplace, you shouldn't give up, because there is no such a thing as a limit to submission. There's no such a thing as a limit for rejection. And let me explain what this means. You could be rejected on a daily basis as you submit music, and you can still try again. There's always tomorrow. There's always another piece of music that you can compose and try again. So libraries like Porn5 or Audio Jungle, they don't say to you like, hey, hold on a second, you've been submitting music for the last month or so, and we've been rejecting you, so please call it a day or get back to us in the next 6 months. It's just one of those things, you know. I've seen it again and again and again with newcomers, that they get really discouraged in the beginning, and I understand because I've been there. For me, the success was a little bit different. I saw some success quite fast, meaning that I managed to get my music on Audio Jungle, and even though it took me a whole year to make my very first sale, I experienced rejection later on, and it really hit my confidence. It really hit my well-being as a musician, as a composer. And it's like, well, I know what I'm doing, and why am I getting rejected? I already got accepted. Why are they rejecting my music now? Okay, and hey, I still have no sales. Being rejected by a music library because you submit a music track is something that for a lot of people is really hard to swallow, and it's really hard to keep going at it. And when do you stop? I got rejection after rejection on Audio Jungle for many months on end. I have documented this very, very much. And I have documented the downturns as well on Audio Jungle and other libraries, and in my personal life in this journey that I am on here on this channel, which is music licensing. And you know, the main message of this channel is talk music, inspiration, and lifestyle. That's the basis of this channel. It's not just how to license your music. It's not just how to record music in order to be licensable, or how to join a library. It goes deeper than that. So when it comes down to quitting and really taking that decision, that's a hard decision to take. And as an adult now, I don't quit something so big for me in my life that it is, in this case, music or even music licensing. And if I do get rejected by a library, I know that there's other libraries out there. It's not the end of the world. If I do get rejected by Audio Jungle today, I just, you know, which I haven't really, well, I haven't submitted anything for the last year or so. I should submit something and then make a case study of it. And then examine my own feelings about rejection, because I haven't really experienced rejection for such a long time. But I've been submitting for music for years, and you know, every now and then you might get a rejection for many, many reasons. Rejection is not just that your music is not good enough. Rejection just means that they could have too many of the same music tracks already there. They need something else, or your music is just not up to the library. You know, especially Audio Jungle, they have a very specific, I wouldn't say taste, but a specific framework for the music that they accept there. And you know, it is a bumpy road. It is not all the time as it's not easy. It's a long run, it's a marathon, like I've mentioned many times before, but I still believe that royalty-free music libraries or this kind of business is so fast and easy to just get started. And even if you experience rejection and difficulties, especially at the beginning, in no sales, and you can still get a quick win. And as you grow as a composer, because you can always approach higher end libraries, but at the same time, it's not like you approach a library, you get accepted by them, and then they might get you a placement, and then eventually your music will be used in some TV show, and hopefully you will get some kind of royalties with your PROs at some point in the next year or so. So that's even longer. And you know, I play that game as well, but with royalty-free music, you can just upload immediately, build your catalog as you get better as a composer, and go through the whole thing a little bit faster. Like, okay, experience rejection, experience how can you compose more music faster, quicker, and grow your catalog. You have control over it. Join different libraries, not just one library. Experience how the marketplace works, in the sense that you might get sales, then sales might fluctuate a little bit, so you have to accommodate. And if it's a seasonal period, then you should compose music that is seasonal as well, so that you can go with that flow very quickly, very fast, and learn in that process, and then see where you fit in the marketplace, and see where you fit in the library, and how quickly are you able to adapt. There's a lot of students, and there's a lot of fellow composers and friends of mine who changed their account to a non-exclusive account on Audio Jungle after I confessed, I guess, of why I changed my account from exclusive to non-exclusivity. And it was because Audio Jungle was going through some changes, and the sales, it just went down so fast. I was just like, there's no way I can have 500 tracks in one library, and I could be selling that somewhere else. So you have to be flexible, and you have to have the know-how of what to do if you find yourself in a situation like I was. I have other friends and composers who are just so loyal to Audio Jungle that they refuse to leave, and they just rather have a bigger percentage of money every time they sell, but they still are exclusive authors on Audio Jungle. And like I said in many of my videos, it's a free world, it's a free marketplace. You can join or not. Some people are against it. A lot of people they condemn this kind of royalty free libraries. And I say, you know, it's the easiest way for anybody to get in the foot in the door of music licensing. And you can just grow as you're growing, you're getting paid, which is the whole message of what I do. Because as I am been getting better as a music composer and growing as an artist, I'm getting paid. I don't have to wait for a higher end library or some library to just say to me, we only want 5 music tracks of yours, and then we will let you know if you get a placement, and hopefully you get a upfront sync fee or some back-end royalties from your PRO at some point in the future. I'm talking about now. I want action. I want something now, you know. And it's not out of impatience. It's just that you don't need to wait. You can just get started, and you know, it's a very quick way to measure how well prepared you are for music licensing, because it's a little bit something. One thing is to submit to a library and see where can you find their email to submit your music, and then hopefully they will get back to you. And you might have 5 to 10 tracks or an album, and then you could get a placement and still earn pennies or cents. And you need a lot of placements on TV. And I'm not saying that this to discourage you. I'm just saying that that's the reality of it. So there's no reason to choose one or the other. It's just to get started. And because you will feel like giving up one way or another if you don't have the thick skin or the willpower or the mindset. That's the whole point that I want to get to. I tend to go off on tangents, and I need to have some kind of notes at some point. But the whole point of this video is about giving up and really having the mindset for not doing so, especially if music is something that is important to you. And I just wanted to say that it's okay if you feel like giving up, even before you get started. I've been there. And even if you are already in your journey, some difficulties might happen and you might feel like giving up, and that's okay to feel like that. Just know that you're not alone. You haven't gone through that. Just, it's not just you. You're not a special case. Sorry to to break that to you. And I know that I'm not a special case either. I'm just somebody that is recording my journey and sharing it with you and helping others do the same thing. And hopefully with my courses and my teachings, I can help somebody avoid those mistakes, and really almost like a shortcut to just like, hey, don't do that, do this. This is what I did. This is what I went through. Go and check the videos that I did 2-3 years ago. I documented that. So again, if you're somebody that is new to music licensing or to royalty-free libraries, download my free guide, link in the description. As well, I have a free workshop, link in the description too. Thanks a lot for the love and support, for subscribing to the channel, for all the messages, emails. It means a world to me. As always, rock and roll, and here's to your success.